Have you ever wondered how much sugar is hiding in your favorite snacks? What if something as simple as cutting back on sugar could add years to your life? How much are we willing to risk our health for just a moment of sweetness? Hi, my name is Joshua, and today I want to talk to you about an issue that's very important for us. Excessive sugar consumption is a growing health crisis, leading to widespread problems such as obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. I have family members that have had diabetes, so this topic is very important to me. As someone who researched the impacts of sugar on health and reviewed expert recommendations like the CDC and the World Health Organization, I want to help others get a better understanding of the risk associated with sugar consumption. Let's begin with some facts. Sugar problems. According to the CDC, around 42% of adults in the United States are classified as obese. That's almost half of the United States. The American Heart Association recommends that women consume no more than 6 teaspoons of added sugar per day and no more than 9 teaspoons for men. However, the average American consumes nearly 17 teaspoons of added sugar daily, far exceeding these recommendations. High sugar intake is linked to an increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Studies show that consuming sugary drinks daily increases the risk of type 2 diabetes by approximately 26%. Excessive sugar consumption has also been associated with an increased risk of heart disease. Research published by the Journal of the American Medical Association, also known as JAMA, indicates that individuals who consume 25% or more of their daily calories from added sugars are twice likely to die from heart disease as those who consume less than 10%. Now that we thoroughly discussed the problem, let's talk about some solutions. Sugar solution. Choose health over hype. These are some steps that I made myself that I feel like would be good to inform somebody who doesn't know how to take the right steps in order to reduce the intake of sugar. Step 1. Educate and raise awareness. The first step is to educate ourselves and others about the risk associated with high sugar intake. If somebody doesn't know how much sugar is inside something, you can always read the back label, but nowadays they make the labels they can make the labels very small, or it doesn't say it should have some type of thing on the package as well. Step 2. Revise food labels for transparency. We need clear labeling on food products. When we see labels that list sugar content in ways we can understand, this would mean if you've gone out the country, you could definitely notice that on snacks, on drinks, or chips, or anything like that, it shows labels either they're excessive in sodium, excessive in sugar, or they can also produce problems or anything like that. So I feel like we would need something like that in the United States as well, because nowadays they can be very sneaky and they like to hide it around and make it very small, which I feel is also a big problem, because if you're a kid, you don't know much, you're just eating and eating. So that could cause a lot of health problems. Step 3. Promote healthier food alternatives. There are healthier options available that don't rely on excessive sugar for flavor. That would mean eating some fruits, but not all the time eating fruits. A lot of people like to think that if you eat a lot of fruits, you're eating healthy, but it's not. It doesn't work like that, because fruits also have a lot of natural sugars in them. So that would be, you'd still be eating a lot of sugars. It's also good to mix stuff, almost like eating your greens. Eating a lot of greens would be good for you. And just a lot of protein, like meats, different types of meats, with not a lot of sodium, not a lot of added sugars, and your other foods as well. Step 4. Encourage personal accountability and moderation. Ultimately, making changes starts with us. By consciously choosing to reduce our sugar intake, reading labels, and practicing moderation. Also, I want to tell you a story about Sarah. She's a young woman in her 20s, and like many of us, she enjoyed sugary snacks and drinks daily. She didn't think much about it because she was young and active. A lot of people like to think, since we're young and active, we're not going to get anything. I'm fit and anything like that. So a lot of young people like to think, since they're skinny and they eat a lot of sugar, they will be fine. It doesn't work like that. The body will let you know. For example, Sarah, she began gaining weight, felt fatigued, and struggled with mental fog. She went to the doctor and revealed that she has pre-diabetes. Her doctor warned her if she doesn't start cutting back then on sugar, then she's at serious risk of getting diabetes and also heart disease. Experts like Dr. Lustig, a prominent researcher on sugar health impact highlights that sugar is as addictive as alcohol and nicotine. I'd like to leave you today with these thoughts. The conclusion: I believe that by choosing health over hype and reducing our sugar intake, we can make a positive impact on our lives and those around us. If one person understands how much sugar is in one thing, and they can inform others and tell them, this is too much sodium, this is too much sugar. Look out for each other's health. That's exactly what I like to do as well. When I know something has too much sodium or too much sugar, or even Red Bulls. Red Bulls are not good for your liver or anything like that. Could also produce heart problems. So I always try to warn people, tell people not to drink that, even though it gives you energy at the moment, but it's not good for you in the long term. Today, we examined the significant health dangers linked to excessive sugar consumption and considered actionable steps to address them. Here, one of the World Health Organization, one of the quotes, and they state, "Reducing sugar intake is a small step that can have a big impact on our long-term health." Remember, every small choice we can make today brings us closer to a healthier tomorrow. Thank you.